Good morning. First of all, let me introduce myself. My name is Christina Nender. I am majoring in accounting for 5th semester Financial Accounting Study Program. In this video, I want to present proposal entitled Community Perception on Garbage and Garbage Management in Karanganyar District. This proposal created by Bunga Hendra Asmara and Andri Kurniawan. This research discussed about garbage. Garbage management was carried out by public that relating to the public perception of garbage and condition of residential area. Therefore, this research was aimed to know public perception about garbage management system, and the effectiveness of public perception about garbage management area which has different topography. That is a chapter 1, and then we go to the next chapter, methodology, procedure of data analysis. This research used survey method with data collecting technique in form of questionnaire to respondent. Next, the sampling technique, which is used in the research quota sampling by choosing 90 respondents in 3 different research areas. The analysis technique which is used is cross-step and chi-square technique, which obtained by using SPPS program. That is a methodology procedure of data analysis. Let's move on to the next chapter, finding and discussion. This is the main point of the research. Public perception of garbage in Karanganyar district is seen from 3 areas with different topographic condition, namely flat topography, slightly wavy topography, and hilly topography. The perception expressed by a person towards garbage is usually caused by differences in the characteristic of the respondent, which in this case, the differences in the respondent place of residence. Based on cross-step table public perception of garbage in different topography, it can be seen that the people in the 3 research areas have a tendency to have a positive perception of garbage. It can be seen from their response stating that garbage has a very important role in environmental sustainability. So, it must be managed properly. The majority of respondents also state that some types of garbage can still be recycled so that they can be transformed into goods that can be used have a selling value. Next, from the table below, it is clear that the garbage generated by people in flat and slightly undulating topography is plastic garbage or inorganic. In contrast to people highly topography, which is dominated by leaf garbage or organic. The differences is due to because people with flat and slightly wavy topography have a higher consumption rate than people in hilly topography. In addition, the average urban community does not have a large yard to plant various kinds of vegetable and fruit like people in hilly topography. The type of garbage is also influenced by the respondent work, as seen from 30 respondents in Plumbon village, 2 of whom work as tailor. So, much of garbage produced is in the form of cloth. The garbage management sector in Karanganyar Regency is still divided into two systems, namely the on-site system or independent and the off-site system or served. And the last finding and discussion, based on the research conducted, it is known that three are differences in garbage management in the three research locations that have different type of garbage topography differences as in the cross-steps table below. Based on the table, one of the things that cause differences in service facility received by the community. This shows that 3 is no equal distribution of facility provided by relevant agency to support garbage management outside urban area. That's all a finding and discussion. And now we go to the last chapter, the conclusion. For the finding and discussion before, the conclusion of this research is: first, people living in the area flat topography, slightly choppy, and highly has a tendency positive perception of garbage in environmental sustainability life and consider trash as item that can still be managed again. Second, there is differences in garbage management in the three regions. Some people in the topography of the hilly area is still manage garbage with an on-site system, and some are still managed by burning thrown into the river. People in the topographical area is somewhat choppy, manage garbage with off-site system, and a small part still managing with the system on-site. Whereas in the topography area data using off-site system from government and bank service garbage. And the last, perception of the effectiveness of garbage management from various aspects of positive impact environment, 3R program, goals clean line, retribution, and garbage transportation is more felt by people in topography area flat and slightly wavy compared to the area highly topography. That's all my presentation. Thank you so much for your attention.